Hey guys, this is the video tutorial for our April sew-along, the Butterfly Garden Hanger. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. Let's get started.
Welcome to this tutorial. Today, we'll be stitching out block 1 from the Butterfly Garden flag. Start by hooping your cutaway stabilizer and loading the design onto your machine. When it comes to trimming fabrics, a good pair of applique scissors will make the job easier and more accurate. Place batting 1 on top of the hoop and stitch it down. Once that's done, remove the hoop and trim the batting about 1 to 2 millimeters from the stitching. Next, place fabric A right side up on top of the hoop, covering the batting, and stitch it down. Embroider the quilting. Then, embroider the petals on the flower. Then, embroider the definition on the petals. Embroider the flower center. And then the shading. In block 1, we embroidered the common buckeye butterfly. Please follow our color chart for realistic colors. In the instructions, areas in the diagram with same colors are stitched at the same time. Once all the embroidery is complete, remove from the hoop and trim the seams to about 1/2 inch. Hold your blocks aside until you have all 8 of them. Shown here is the completed block 2 as well. Now we are ready to assemble the flag. Lay out your blocks in the correct order. We will start by joining the blocks in rows. Place your first 2 blocks right sides together. We will pin and stitch the side seam on our sewing machine. Stitch just inside the outer border line that is already stitched on the blocks, so that the stitching will not be seen on the right side later. We will continue this until we have each horizontal row of blocks joined. Open out the stitch seams and iron flat. Next, we will join the horizontal rows to each other by placing the first 2 rows right sides together. Again, pin and stitch the seams on your sewing machine. We will stitch just inside the border that's already stitched on the blocks, so that the stitching will not be seen on the right side later. Once you've joined all your rows, open your seams and iron flat. Alright, let's add the loops to the flag. Take out fabric B for the loops. Fold the 2 longer edges widthways and sew a small 1/2 inch seam to create a tube. Open the seam and then press the seam open. Turn the loop through to the right side and press flat. We will leave the joining seam in the middle of the underside of the loop. If you desire, add stitch your loops. When you're ready, fold your loops in half lengthways and clip to secure for machine basting. We will machine baste the edges together. Repeat for the other side to make it look even. Make sure that the bobbin is the same color as your top thread. Ensure the loops are even or trim them to the desired length. When you've got both loops, let's pin them both to the flag. We decided to place the loops 1.5 inches away from the border stitching of the flag. This will depend on the type of hanger you are using. Stay stitch your loops in place. Let's complete our flag with our backing. Place fabric C on your table, right side facing up. Place your sewn flag on top of fabric C, right sides together. Pin them in place, leaving an opening of about 6 inches for turning. We will stitch a 1/2 inch seam, like before, just inside the outer border lines. Please remember to leave your opening. When you're done stitching around the flag, trim the seams to 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch where the opening is. This is so that it's easier to hand stitch it closed later. Clip the corners for more pointed ones when you turn it inside out. Let's turn the flag the right way out through the opening. Use your pointy implement to help push out the corners. Press your flag. Choose your preferred method of closing the opening. We chose to hand stitch the opening closed. This is optional, but we are stitching in the ditch to hold the blocks flat. Make sure that your bobbin thread matches the color of your backing, and use an invisible or same thread color as your fabric in the seam. Another option is to edge stitch the outer edges of your flag. We did not choose to do this for our flag this time. But if you do, make sure that your bobbin and thread colors match your chosen fabrics. And ta-da! Your butterfly garden flag is now complete.
And that's the end of the tutorial. We'd love to see your designs on our Facebook group, and you can shop this design at swpea.com.